If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new songs in the description. It's time for another monthly overview of what's dropping in hip-hop this month. We're doing one for September right now. I know September already started, but we're going to go over everything that's going to drop this month. In terms of big releases, as always, if you have any niche projects that are dropping, make sure to list them down below. I can't go into everything in this video, but these are the mainstream ones with a couple of little ones thrown in here and there that I know are relevant in the culture right now. So all this stuff is just, of course, one piece of a bigger pie, and if, as I said, you have more niche projects, drop them in the comments down below. But let's get started with this one. First on the list is an album that actually dropped today, so on September 2nd, because today is already the first Friday this month, and that is Good Movie by Pi'erre Bourne. And this is one that, a lot of fans have been waiting for a very long time. I personally, at the point of recording this, have not listened to it yet. I know a couple of y'all already said in the Discord, Hutchie, for example, Devin told me in the comments that they really love the project, so I'm looking forward to checking this out. But Pi'erre Bourne is definitely someone that, has been really consistent, has been making it on his own. Like, I really respect the dude for that. So Pi'erre Bourne, Good Movie was the big one that dropped today. We also got a couple of singles today, but in terms of projects, we're going to have to move on until next Friday, which is the 9th. So September 9th, next Friday, we have 3 big projects that are dropping that day. First of all, we have Yeat. Yeat is dropping Lyfe. It's likely going to be Lyfe, but at least he's saying he's dropping the tape next Friday. He dropped a new single today called Talk, the leak that we've been waiting for forever. The leak that's been all over social media already, and he's finally dropping the project to this as well next Friday. He confirmed this on Instagram. We're also still expecting a project with Lil Uzi Vert, the joint tape that they said they were going to have together, but apparently this is just going to be the tape from him called Lyfe. At least that's what people are suspecting so far. So Yeat is dropping on the 9th. Also, maybe a little bit more niche one, maybe like a more R&B artist, is Ari Lennox. She's dropping her new album ASL next Friday as well. We've gotten a lot of, information about it on social media. She's dropped a couple of teasers, also including Cole. Hearing Cole on some of the the vocals on there has been extremely interesting. So if you want to check out more information on this album, age, sex, location, make sure to check out her Instagram. She got a couple of snippets on there. Album cover's already out, all of that. And she also just dropped an EP to hold us over until the album drops. She dropped it, I think, this Thursday, so yesterday or Wednesday, which has, I think, 5 songs. One was Summer Walker. So she's just been busy, dropping music, holding fans over until the big album comes. And from what's been happening on the EP so far, if the album is even better than that, then we're in for a very good album next Friday from Ari Lennox. So Ari Lennox is dropping her album as well. And very likely, I just dropped a video on this today earlier, is Lil Baby with his album, either Wham or It's Only Me. We don't know the actual title of this thing yet. We always thought it was going to be called Wham, but then he dropped that one snippet that said It's Only Me, and said that was going to be the first single off of the record, but then the first single off of the record was Detox that we got today. So this term, It's Only Me, might actually be the actual title of the album. As I said, we don't know about this one for sure. I'm going to go into one that is also not sure yet at the end of the video. I usually do that, the ones that don't have a specific date yet. But with Lil Baby, I'm actually pretty sure that it's either going to be the 9th, so that Friday that I'm talking about, or the 16th, the one after that. So that's why I included it in here. But, enjoy the single Detox until we get more info on the album, and I'll keep you all updated once we do learn more about this in the days to come. And there's actually a 4th album dropping that day. I just messed up the release dates, but there's a 4th one. I said 3 earlier, which is Nav. Nav got Demons Protected by Angels. That is the album that Nav is going to drop next Friday as well. So next Friday is completely stacked. We got Yeat, Ari Lennox, Lil Baby possibly, and Nav all dropping on the same day. But Nav is dropping this album. He just also released a new single. He released a trailer for this thing. I dropped the video yesterday on this. So if you want to make sure you're all caught up on this one with all the information, make sure to go check out that video. But Nav dropping his album that is supposed to be his retribution for his last couple of efforts, Emergency Tsunami, Good Intentions, all of those that have really not been it, to kind of get back and become the version of himself that he once was, with the self-titled, with Perfect Timing, the Nav that we all fell in love with. to kind of get back to that. And the singles already promised that. We got that Never Sleep single, and we got the Wrong Decisions single. That was one of those earlier NAF tracks. And judging from that, this new album is actually going to be pretty good. So now we're at kind of like a two-split road, because we don't actually have any more confirmed releases. There are a couple of small ones. We have, for example, Lucky also dropping an album later on this month. We have a couple of unconfirmed ones that I will make videos about once they do become clearer in their vision of when it's going to be released. But there's another big one that I want to mention here, which is Trippie Redd with A Love Letter to You 5, which has been rumored for the longest time now. I included it in the one for August as well. So the one for August also included A Love Letter to You 5, because I think even the one for July. So this thing has been just up in the air for a very long time, and we just haven't gotten any news on this one from Trippie. It might drop this month, but it's really unsure, judging that he also didn't drop it the last 2 months when people were also thinking that this was going to be dropping. So that is kind of September in an overview, just to kind of go over everything real quick. Today we got Pi'erre Bourne with Good Movie on the 9th, which is the big day in July, at least for now. Maybe later on we'll get some. We have Yeat with Lyfe, we have Ari Lennox with Age, Sex, Location, we have Lil Baby with Wham or It's Only Me, and we have Nav with Demons Protected by Angels, and then Trippie Redd also. Of course, there's still stuff in the air, like Drake with Scary Hours 3 that is likely also going to be released in September or October. So stuff like that. Also, for example, Beyonce Act 2, something like that. So stuff like that is always up in the air, always in discussion, and once we do get more info on this, as I always say, I'll keep y'all updated, so make sure you're subscribed to not miss out on any of those releases. But for now, this is the list. I'm actually pretty excited for September, because I think a lot of the great artists that didn't drop in the summer, I'm also talking about Polo G, for example, Lil TJ with the Beat the Odds single that just came out, can also deliver something. A lot of those artists maybe now delayed their album until September because they couldn't make it in time for the summer. So that's why September, I'm actually pretty hopeful about. Personally, for me, I'm looking forward the most to Lil Baby, just because I love Lil Baby, and maybe the Yeat one, because that will show us how far Yeat can still make it in the mainstream, and if that is a sound that is capable of making it to the mainstream. So that will also be a project that I'm looking forward to. But now I want to know what you think about this. Which one is the one that you're looking forward to the most? Which of these, have you been personally hyping up? Have you been following? Which artist that I didn't include in the list is dropping? Make sure to, leave them in the comments down below. And which of the big ones, like Drake, do you think is still going to be dropping that we just don't know about yet? All your thoughts on this, please let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and you'll take care.